and welcome back to Red Sand Rising. I am Charlie, or CheesyGMing as the GM for this AP, and with me, a bunch of players who are now exploring a newfound pit. Say hi.
Hello. My name is Elias. I'm once again playing Giovanni, the vengeful garden protector who is about to witness a kind of cute, kind of uncute creature bleed out or not bleed out. We have to see.
Hello everyone, I am Faye, and as a big surprise I'm playing Sappho, our pink-haired bard, who is very, very concerned about our new friend, our scaly, very round, friend-shaped friend.
Hello, my name is Peter. I'll be playing Tippler's Bane, the Leshy Fungus Ranger.
Hello, and I'm back playing Jiji, or sometimes chaotic but also kind of smart wizard goblin.
As if they can't be two at the same time. Yeah, but we are in the first level of the pit. As last we left off, our party came across the Goblin Watch in the first level. Being swift in their actions, the party quickly dealt with the weaker group and then faced the two group leaders, a Chanter and a Hunter, and their giant hodag named Cruncher. Knocking the Chanter out and bringing the Hunter down, the party tried to reach out to clearly sickly hodag, and now it is bleeding. But they did try to make sure that it will survive the encounter. Before falling, the Hunter made sure the party knows that Ripnugget will rip them apart and turn them into nuggets, letting the group know that Ripnugget is somehow related to this whole thing. We now come back as the party are about to heal Cruncher themselves and interrogate the knocked out Chanter. So, in mechanic ways, you have around 12 seconds to heal Cruncher before he will be fully bleeding out and gone.
Sappho has been extremely concerned about our new friend and will do the steps that she needs to do, which is not a lot because I have 30 feet of range with Soothe, and we'll do a first level Soothe on our beautiful new friend who's so friend-shaped.
Wouldn't it be tragic to find out now that he can't take healing?
That would be cruel. That would be so cruel.
Or like he takes negative damage from healing.
Yeah, that could be funny.
Why would you suggest that?
Though Soothe did not necessarily say vitality. It just says healing, so if it takes even void damage, it will still work.
Oh my god, this is the lowest amount of healing I can do with this. 5?
Oh no.
But could you please apply this to our beautiful friend?
You might still bleed out from this.
Your beautiful friend has 6 hit points because it had 1 before.
We are not in initiative anymore, are we?
Not necessarily, but you can each take an action if you would like to try to save Cruncher before he bleeds out again, tries to maintain alive, and then bleeds out again and no longer has the ability to do so. Because at the moment he is at wounded 2.
Alright, Giovanni will carefully approach him with his hands raised up high to signal that I'm not trying to hurt it, I'm trying to help it. I don't know if it lets me get closer.
Yeah. The last time someone spoke to it was Tippler, and Tippler told him, and you kind of learned that it can speak or understand at least common, and Tippler said, "We have no quarrel with you," and it backed away. So it seems like it understood at least that you're no longer going to fight it.
Alright, perfect. Then I'll Doctor's Visitation it and try to heal it with a DC 20. Battle Mat is going to be a DC 20 because we live only once. And it's a success with a 28 total, 14 on the die, so 24 healing.
24 healing to Cruncher. Cruncher is looking a lot better now. Though still is still at least bloodied. But he's looking a lot better. Anything else from Jiji or Tippler?
Wait, is he still bleeding then?
I do believe that to stop the bleeding, they will need to either roll a success or be healed to full health.
Well, then there's not much I can do to help him.
But I think you can assist on the check.
There is something called administer first aid to stop bleeding. It's a medicine check to give them a chance to roll now.
I don't think I would be the right person to do that.
Given my medicine is only a +2,
Yeah.
I feel like my chances of making it worse are higher than
Same.
actually helping, so I will not try anything. And
Yeah, necessarily critical fail would be a
exactly. So I don't want to take any chances here. Instead, what I'll do is look at the unconscious Chanter in front of me and see if there's if he has any weapons, anything that he might use to cast spells or something that he would use to harm us on him. And if he does, I would take it all away.
Yeah, that's quite easy for you. It's not it's holding all of its weapons out. You see it has a bow, like a short bow like the others, and some arrows. And you see it's also having this weird weapon that the rest of the lower grade goblins were using. Like it seems a bit odd, but you see that they all have that type of weapon. Like all of the unconscious ones and the dead ones.
I take it all away. It's all mine.
Yep. Perfect.
That's sort of my turn, I guess.
Yeah.
It might be a bit difficult with all the things currently afflicting Cruncher, but I think Tippler pointed out that he was already looking kind of weak and hurt by something else.
True.
I'd love to do a recall knowledge check on if I can figure out what that might be.
Let's go. Recall knowledge on the creature itself would be Arcana or Nature. I'm going to say, since you're trying to focus on why it looks weak, I would aim you more towards Nature here and not Arcana. Because it's it's not necessarily because of what it is, but a condition. Like you're trying to examine the condition more than
the creature.
Creature.
Could I still roll Arcana and then kind of have a weakness to non-arcane conditions? Like some things might be inflicted by magic, right?
Like you're trying to more understand from the arcanic way of the creature itself if there's something specific in its abilities that might make it happen.
Yeah, or if it's cursed or something you can cast enfeeblement on someone, right? Like if it's something inflicted by a spell.
For that.
Because I'm not that great with nature or medicine.
Yeah, no, all good. You can give me an Arcana then.
And if it's not that, then we'll figure it out later, maybe.
You are fairly certain that this is not a spell. This is a different condition. Something about it is more from the medication part or medicine part and not from the magical part. No one casted Enfeeble on this creature.
I see.
You also don't think you have any, from the knowledge of Hodags, nothing from their abilities or general beings is usually naturally sick or enfeebled.
Yeah. And he doesn't simply just look malnourished or something.
Not something you can tell without a medicine check. This is a lizard creature that you probably have never seen before, so to know how they should be looking exactly is a bit difficult.
I'll leave those to Giovanni and Sappho, but first actually heal it and save it before trying to figure things.
That is all of you trying to do something in 6 seconds. For our creature, at the end of his turn, he takes some damage, but then he rolls to try to recover and still fails.
So close.
He does not, but he does not fall unconscious because you healed him quite beyond what the bleeding would do. So he is still bleeding, but it is not going to die at the moment. It will still take a couple of minutes until, it still needs to either be healed or succeed on the roll. So it still can die, but with you healing him as fast as you could, you have higher chances of doing that unless you're out of healing.
I'm just gonna take my next turn and I'm standing right in front of it, having basically given it back enough health or treated its wounds enough to make sure it doesn't bleed out as I continue treating it. I will now try to actually stop the bleeding that was caused from my hail of thorns. Like, if anyone's gonna know how to stop that, it should be me, right? So let's see if it works. Let me see. That's going to be a treat condition, I believe. Is that the right thing?
Administer first aid.
Oh yeah, administer first aid. Oh yeah, there it is. Here you go. We're going with a plus 14. Rolled a 6 on the die for a total of 20. What am I rolling against here?
You're rolling against your DC, I believe.
Oh my god, my own class DC? It's not good enough. I failed to cure my own bleeding. My bleeding is stronger than my healing, apparently.
Well, you didn't critically fail.
No, that's gonna be very tough. I guess on a natural one I would. But with one more action I will use Ocean's Balm on the creature. So it gets healed a bit further. Maybe I'll get it back to max HP and stop the bleeding this way. And that's gonna be a pretty high roll for like 21 healing to the creature with my last action.
I lied. Administer first aid is attempt a medicine check on a creature that is taking persistent damage. DC is usually the DC. Oh, no, I didn't lie. I was completely honest. It's the DC of that.
Yeah.
For stop bleeding, it's attempt a medicine check on a creature that is taking persistent bleed damage. The DC is usually the DC of the effect that caused the bleed.
Yeah, it makes sense. I need to beat the DC of the effect that caused the bleeding, which is my own class DC, which is higher than the 20 I rolled.
How high is it?
You're strong.
I don't have the exact number in my head. I just know it's higher than... Wait, let me check. It should be here somewhere.
Somewhere on your character sheet.
Yeah, exactly.
Regardless, since Giovanni is using his turn to heal, I'm going to give you a medicine roll on what essentially you were trying... What Jiji was trying to figure out, since you are right next to it and you are using your abilities to heal it.
Alright, perfect. Then I will roll a hidden medicine check.
Yes, please.
Only Charlie can see.
Roll a medicine check that even I can see.
Completely secret.
Perfect. This is, in a way, a malnourishment. You are positive that it has some gunk in its eyes, and it's not eaten properly. It's thinner than it should be. And it looks frailer than it should be. He is not feeling so great because he hasn't been taken care of properly.
God damn it. I share that with the party, and I make sure to point out my disappointment that these goblins were not taking care of their pets. Oh yeah, also I found my class DC. It is 21, so I failed by exactly 1.
Oh god.
Too bad.
That makes me dislike them even less. Or even more. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
100%.
Anything else from our friends here? We can also rush it over to their next healing or their next bleeding just to see if they roll a check.
I mean, I would try do an assisted recovery for him by, plucking out. We know that there's a lot of splinters. Just, taking as much of just pulling them out so that things can actually heal over instead of like being open, and just pluck them out while trying to just be soothing to him, like talking, I'm sorry, this might hurt a little bit, but I need to get them out so you can, close the wounds all by yourself, because that should give him another
blood check.
Is he getting a blood test?
He is getting a blood test. Let's give it a flat check. That's still just an 11 for the DC 15. You were administering first aid as well? Or just...
No, it's called assisted recovery. That means you can decide if you want me to roll something, or if you say if the help is appropriate enough to like lower the DC, or anything. Like that's...
So if I'm being honest, you are taking the splinters out. You are... multiple of you are dedicating time to heal it and make sure it doesn't go down. I will say your joint effort lowers the DC, which means it does get rid of the bleed and no longer under death threat.
Okay, seems like it stopped bleeding. The wound stopped bleeding. That's good.
You now have with you a still quite injured but not in a life-threat situation Hodag that is still kind of like walking backwards toward the cave he came from. And you have a knocked out and unconscious Chanter that has been disarmed from all its weapons.
Can we keep it? The Hodag, not the Chanter. So just to clarify.
I needed that clarification. I was gonna ask. Well, there is something in Pathfinder that calls bonded animals, I believe. Yep. It will require some checks to be able to connect with a creature. But technically possible.
Technically, it's possible.
I'm a bit concerned just for it going back further into its cave. Of like, I guess it can understand common, so I'd be like, could you like escape this pit by yourself? Can you go up the ladders outside? Because in here it might just starve, right? If no one's taking care of it.
Yes, absolutely.
So we would either have to get it outside properly, or
Yes.
like, does it look like it can climb ladders?
It looks like it can. It doesn't really have the physicality of like opposable thumbs and things like that. You don't, based on the looks on its own, I can tell you immediately, you don't think it has climbing speed or it can climb ladders. It can try to climb, like every creature can try to climb without climbing speed. It might fall if it does, because it can't climb a ladder.
I'll have a quick peek into
Yeah.
its cave where it's retreating into to see if there's like any way out from the other side there or something. And I do spy around the corner that there seems to be a staircase.
You do. There are dozens of gnawed bones in this place, but more than anything, it is absolutely filthy and disgusting and smells bad, as it has scatters of animal waste and shed scales and just pieces of bones. But there is, on the other side, going up into the west, a staircase that you can't see where it ends at the moment.
It goes up or down?
It goes a little bit up, but it doesn't seem like it goes all the way to the top from the height that you can see, at least.
I mean, in the main room there were also multiple doors.
Yes, there are 3.
I think it's time for some investigation. Like, let the Hodak rest in a corner for now. Maybe just some beauty sleep, napping it off, and we can figure out a way to get it out, or just find ways where it might go.
How rooted would it be if we maybe let him snack on some of his former friends? How rude would that be?
You're gonna have to ask Jiji.
Yeah, that's like Sappho is looking like at Gigi, like, that's probably very rude, right?
Why are you asking me to ask it if I...
Does it even
I
eat
don't
meat?
know.
Okay, looking at this cave, that is kind of a stupid question.
Look...
Yeah.
It just likes the smell of the bones.
Finds bones a very comfortable surface on to sleep on. Yeah. But I think Gigi, you're right with focus on getting some information out of this person, and then figure out what this cave and where it leads and what it does, and
so do tell me what you're focusing on, because there are multiple things here. There's the Chanter that is still unconscious. You don't know how long they're going to stay unconscious. B, there are at least 2 more doors, one to the west and one to the east from here. C, there is the burnt goblin on a throne in the center of the chamber. And you can also examine in general to see if you find anything in addition to that.
Can I try wake up the Chanter?
Yeah, if you're trying to wake them up immediately, that could work.
Is that a possibility?
Yeah.
Like,
usually you would need to give them, I believe, 1 HP or wait until they wake up naturally. But there should be, in my mind at least, since it's stabilized, there should be a way to just wake them up. So I would say it doesn't have necessarily to be to wait until then. You can maybe just give them 1 HP and that would be enough.
Can I just like shake him and see?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was insinuating.
I'm gonna
I'm
have
just
to be a party pooper
shake him
here
awake.
and like stop you guys
I
from doing
don't-
that and ask you to let me heal you first. At least Tippler and myself. I feel like that's a priority then.
Yeah, I'm not doing
Fair.
incredibly well. I'm like half HP.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have woken him up instantly. I would have asked Tipp to basically like hold a weapon to him so that he doesn't do stupid shit.
But sure, I mean,
But I
I'll
guess
take the
healing.
healing first.
All right, should I roll it all out, or is it fine to just say we take like 10 minutes and we...
Since none of you is bleeding, and like what happened with Cruncher, you can take a couple of, I think it will take around 30 minutes to fully heal you.
You
all,
underestimate
and
me.
That's it.
So I can do this instantly on both of us, which is 20.
Never mind. It's gonna take around 10 minutes
Can
for
do
you all
this
to
on
heal.
both of us instantly, which is another 3d8. So that's another 12. And then I can, I
Damn.
guess, treat wounds treat wounds one of us. So I guess we both get...
I mean, how bad are
32.
you? Because I'm almost full. So,
let me check. How am I doing?
and now, yeah, don't worry. We can do the rest after.
I'm full
because
completely from
both
that,
of
so-
those actions were, yeah, exactly, and I'm missing 6, so it's good.
Sappho would love. I mean, she's already standing next to the charred goblin. I would like to understand if there's any significance, like she also being on this kind of throne? Question mark.
Okay. You're trying to figure out not necessarily what killed it, but what was the purpose of the throne and what was this person.
Yes.
You can give me, please, a society roll.
Am I allowed to cheat again and be a bard? Because my
allowed to
society
cheat
is bad.
Always.
Thankfully.
I'm fairly certain your bardic lore is for everything, so you are allowed to cheat on every situation.
Yes. There's some things that is that where I've higher
Yeah.
some skills, but
Let's say it this way. If I tell you to roll something and your bardic lore is higher, ignore me and roll bardic lore.
yes. Cheat code.
Cheat code. You are looking at this extra large chair, considering the fact that all of the creatures, including the one on the chair, are small creatures. You are positive this is a goblin that has been charred on the chair. And from the looks of it, this looks like this used to be a royalty throne to whoever this tribe is here. Meaning, if the person sitting on the throne was the person who had or held the throne, this is the burnt leader of this tribe of goblins on a chair.
Why would they keep the corpse there?
It looks more like a warning than a remembrance.
Ooh. Maybe as in we have no leader here. Or I'm the new leader and this was happened to somebody who tried to be also a leader thing.
As in, the goblins that were in this room weren't following that leader, but that was like the previous leader who was here before?
Could be.
Is this Ripnugget?
It's Steve.
The one on the charred chair?
That would make sense. Maybe it's the before Ripnugget.
Yeah. Whoever Ripnugget took over from.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that the hunter told you that Ripnugget will come and take care of you. They spoke about Ripnugget as if they're still around and not the burnt one on the chair. So you can rule that out.
It's good. So we'll still have chicken nuggets. Mm-hmm.
Chicken nuggies for everyone. But yeah, you guys heal yourselves before you do anything else. Which leaves you with the Chanter. You do know that a spellcaster doesn't necessarily need an item to cast spells from, depending on what kind of spellcaster he is.
But he needs HP to
he needs
cast
HP,
spells.
exactly. Yes.
Which I'll take away if he casts spells.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, basically, if we're like directly in front of him, ready to strike him, if he only attempts to cast a spell, like basically...
Maybe also
you know.
bind his arms so he can't do, like, move his hands and stuff.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah, I would take out my rope and just full on
Because, a lot of
wrap him
them
up.
manipulating actions, and those
Exactly.
we need hands or some limbs.
And then when I'm done, I would try shaking him awake.
I am fairly certain you are going to have to give them 1 HP because otherwise they're not going to wake up. Yep, it's going to have to be 1 HP or more to no longer be unconscious and in the dying condition.
Okay. I look at Giovanni and sort of nod my head.
Can you
as
do
in, like,
1?
Can you give him? Can you help him out to wake up a bit?
What happens if I give him like only a few drops of an elixir? Does it like count as only 1 HP?
It can, but it will still kind of consume your elixir.
I know, I'm very much aware of that. But
yeah, then you can do
it's
that.
our best bet of not healing like 20 hit points because Giovanni consistently does that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't think we're gonna be scared of him either way.
Yeah, I basically, I have the alchemist items every day anyway, so.
Yeah. Okay.
And I can always create more. So I'd use my like basically prepared elixir that I have and keep feeding like drop by drop until he has basically 1 HP restored.
Perfect.
Very good.
No more than that. That's enough.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You start trickling the potion until you see he wakes up.
I would still shake him, punch him in the face, and go full Batman on him. It's like, where are they?
Now, my real question is, does your punch do damage? Because it will go back to being unconscious.
No.
It's a controlled punch.
It's more like a warning, like as in it's just weak enough to frighten him. I mean, it's hard enough to frighten him, but weak enough not to actually do damage.
I accept. You wake up the goblin and immediately give them like a do not fuck around. What did you ask as well?
I said, where are they, in reference to Batman, but I can also say something else. I don't know.
The immediate response. I'm assuming you're saying that in common because you don't speak goblin.
Yeah. I didn't even take that into account, but then, like, if he doesn't speak common, I'll let Gigi do the talking. But
whatever you're saying is just intimidating to him.
He does respond. I mean, the hunter spoke common, right? So I don't really have a...
Yes, the hunter spoke common.
So I feel like, yeah, sure, this guy, he seemed like one of the higher ups, so he probably speaks common as well. That's why I didn't really consider before.
Yeah. He immediately responds to where are they with, they're dead! Who?
A Ripnugget, I say, specifically.
I don't know.
I punch him in the face again.
Ow!
And it's like, don't fucking toy with me here, boy. Where is he?
I don't know where he is.
I punch him again. And at this point, like, it's getting harder. Like, still, like, just below the edge of actually doing damage, but he should feel the difference.
I don't know. It hurts. I don't know where he is. He doesn't tell us.
I don't think this is working, Tipp.
What were you doing here?
This is my home. What are you doing here?
This is awkward. Okay.
And I kind of just, to help the situation that he's a little bit, more knows his place, just whip out my wand and it would, cast fear on him.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, to that he's, just a little bit more afraid. And, when we try to intimidate him, it's a little bit,
Doesn't fear have to, you have to move away from the target or something? No, you just can't move towards them, right?
No, you just get minuses for things.
Yes.
That's D&D. I'm sorry.
No, all good.
I play D&D more often than Pathfinder.
True. Fair. Yeah, you can cast your spell.
Sent here. To attempt a will save.
It must attempt a will save. What is your DC?
It's a 21. Yes.
That is a fail. Not a critical fail, but a fail.
So he's frightened too.
Frightened too.
And
what does he see? What's the vision you give him?
Of
what fear do you plant in it, essentially?
Of the immense loneliness and how outnumbered he is, and how nobody's coming to his rescue. And maybe just cooperating is the best thing. Because I would also think, because it's just if I'm I don't know, just do this stuff instead of just the situation is
dire,
and he knows that this very fearsome Lashy has all the power right now.
You see him terrified. Not that he wasn't afraid before, but he is terrified.
I ask again, where is Ripnugget?
I don't know.
Where's the rest of your friends?
They're gone. You killed them.
There's nobody further down?
From us?
Who is further down? Who?
There's more doors here. What is this place?
Well, some of them are very unpleasant, and we don't go there. And some of them, I don't know. I've been here in guard. They don't tell me anything.
Wait, I thought...
Not even what you're guarding?
I thought you said this was your home. How do you not know your own home?
Things have been changing.
Okay, since when?
I don't know, a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago.
Does Ripnugget have anything to do with it?
Well, of course Ripnugget has anything to do with it. He has everything to do with it.
Then what is that?
What is he doing here?
He kind of nods toward the burnt body. Is this not a good enough of example to you to what he can do? You don't fuck with Ripnugget.
So Ripnugget did that?
Yes.
How long ago?
Again, a couple of days ago, a week ago. We are
And Ripnugget was not here before?
No. He wasn't one of our clan. We would know. There are signs.
And you took it over by force?
Yes, but you don't fight with Ripnugget. That's what you can do. And you don't fight with it. Because if you fight with it, you end up like him. Why are you here?
Because we're looking for Ripnugget. Isn't that clear from the questions?
I don't have an answer to give you. He comes in and he disappears. I don't know where he goes. I don't even know if he's here right now.
Did he tell you anything about what he's doing here?
An important mission. Something very, very big. But we don't know where he is. We don't know what he does. All we know is don't let people in, which we clearly failed at. You can't win this. I don't know how to explain this to you better. You can't win this. You will not win against Ripnugget.
Well, we have to, otherwise Sandpoint will be doomed.
Wait, what makes you even say that? Why would you think that?
I have seen what you can do, and you are not as scary as him.
You haven't seen anything.
Yeah, we've been holding back.
I've barely used spells for you guys.
I don't think it matters. You can hold back as much as you want. Not against him. Sure, us. I will follow him, and I will do what he does. But you will not win this.
Wait, do you not want to follow him? Do you actually want to go live a happy, peaceful life?
If they would have wanted that, then they would have done it.
There is a look towards Sappho on that sentence as if, are you insulting me in addition to, frightening me?
a peaceful life with the people of cities.
Yeah? Who? Which?
I mean, in Sandpoint, you could have lived a peaceful life.
But this is my home. Why do I need to leave my home to live in Sandpoint out of all places? This place is terrible for goblins.
Looking at Jiji and like, is it?
It's getting better. The people are trying their best.
Yeah, but they're not my people.
But, I mean, Ripnugget seemed to be also not really your pet.
But for helping Ripnugget is not the option.
For you, it's not.
Well, you see that for you it is neither, and just points at his dead comrades.
My mission was simple. Help lock up whoever is coming in, and it did not work. I do not have a different mission, and I'm not going to change my allegiances.
Okay. That is, too bad. So, how did you bring Cruncher in here? Did you bring him here when he was a baby? Or do you have like a secret elevator somewhere?
Cruncher has been here for a long time.
Oh no, the poor baby.
It's a beast, it's fine.
No, it's not.
It's clearly not fine.
Don't be rude.
It's not complaining.
Just because it can't doesn't mean it's not suffering.
It should have said something.
How?
I just shake my head at it and I shrug and it was that's such a stupid thing to say up to a beast that can't speak. It's like, what? I don't even say anything. It's just in the emotion of showing what the fuck?
You can see clearly how inconsiderate they took care of Cruncher from his words. They do not care.
Cruncher, did you hear this? Did you hear how rude they are to you?
I don't know how Cruncher's gonna sound. Let's see how Cruncher's gonna sound.
Oh no, this sounded so sad already.
Yes, that was very accurate.
Do you want a snack?
Alright, you said you're not gonna change allegiances. But
no, of course not.
I mean, you already made the wrong choice by following Ripnugget, I'm sorry. But at least tell us what's behind those doors. What's down here, other than this room?
Well, you could give me a diplomacy roll or an intimidation roll.
Oh,
Because you already gave you some information in general, but you're actually asking to active, concrete information.
Yeah,
can I
any of the
support?
charismatic rolls.
Can I support her then? Because
This
if she
is
does the roll.
Yeah, you are all essentially talking here.
Oh, then I can
will
also
say
roll directly.
Fear essentially goes away after every 6 seconds. So it should
Yes.
be gone by now, I believe.
Yes, but
Yeah,
then
for
I
sure.
will. Then I will just roll.
I will try and intimidate.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean,
What was it? Diplomacy, right?
Diplomacy or intimidation, depending on if you're trying to hey, if you want a grace of something, diplomacy, or we're not gonna fuck around, intimidation.
I know. I already used fear. I need to now go with intimidation.
There is a combination of attitudes. Tell us what's here. The first thing he tells you, you see it's working. He is back to being scared, though not spell-wise, just actually being scared. As he flinches back and says, okay. The door behind me, we don't go there. It has some creature living it and it's full of webs and we don't like it. Okay? We avoid it.
Did Cruncher ever go there?
Have fun with it. I don't know. No. How? It's a door. He can't open a door. It's a stupid animal.
Sorry, not I meant Ripnugget. Sorry.
Oh.
Did Ripnugget ever go there? Sorry, that's what I actually asked.
Okay. I don't think so. I never saw him going through that door. But
How about the other one?
To be fair, I've never seen him going through any door.
What? How did he come in here then?
I don't know. He comes in and he disappears. We don't know where he goes.
But how does he come in if he doesn't take the door?
He just materializes in this room?
He comes through the main door, goes to the main chamber, and then disappears.
Through the main door, or like...
So you have seen
vanishing?
him come through a door?
The main one, yes.
Okay. It's still a door.
I
also, from
he
that
walks.
spelling, assumed that he was like literally materializing somewhere in the room.
No, he walks
But no.
through the main door, goes through the trap room, goes to the main chamber where we are now, and asks or commands us to leave, so he will go somewhere, and once we wait enough, we come back and he's no longer here. I don't know where he goes.
Secret tunnel. I think we need to find something, you know?
Did he answer the other door already? Like to the
No, he
east,
only
I guess, of the
said
room?
he only said the western one so far. On the southern part, there is another door that leads to the training grounds of the dogs. It's just more people and dogs, and that's it. And we don't go to the door to the east because some more insane people took place there. We don't mess with them.
Who are these people?
I'm just so baffled at like just having doors in your home that you don't go there because there's random things behind them.
It's just some mad goblins. Ripnugget told us to ignore them because they're insane, so we do. He said they're insignificant and they never came out, so that's fine.
They're just in there to die?
I hope so, but they are, as he said, insane. Maybe they like that.
Uh-huh.
Either way, they never came out of that door. We don't go them. If we go close enough, we will get infected, and we don't want to be infected. So we just stay here, okay?
Infected?
That's all the doors. Yes, from insanity. That's all the doors, okay? There's the web door, there's the door to the training grounds, and there's the door to the insane goblins that will infect you if you go too close.
I want to ask him though, what about behind that one spider? In the trap room, there was another exit?
There's a what?
There was light coming from one of the spiders in the trap room.
Why is there light coming from a spider?
So
Are
you
you-
don't know?
Are spiders usually lit? We don't light our spiders.
I'm pretty sure I saw a sliver of light as if there was a door behind that spider. But I guess it was secret from you then too.
Well, if you're saying you saw a secret door, you must be blind. Cause I have been here for years and I've never seen that.
Okay, I have to check with you DM now, but like you told me that is there a few sessions back, right?
Oh yeah. You saw a door.
Yes. But also that there were no steps, like it was not used. We also confirmed that.
Yeah, I know. It was yeah, I'll just not question him anymore. If he's convinced there's nothing there, then
He is
Sure.
positive there's nothing there.
okay.
Well,
Did he say anything about the stairs in Cruncher's pit, I guess?
oh, he didn't, but since he's already like you rolled quite well, he was gonna tell you anything he knows. The room and
I would ask
Cruncher's-
about it if he doesn't tell it.
Yeah, he would say, well, the stairs in Cruncher's lair goes to the same web place. We just don't go there. It's just closed. It's icky.
Okay. How certain are we that he's telling the truth?
You can give me a sense motive.
Which role is that?
That is going to be perception and blind. Jiji, you believe it's like a 90% truth. Something is still missing. Tippler, Sappho, and Giovanni, this guy is about to piss his pants. He is terrified. He is not hiding anything anymore. He knows he is going to die and has nothing to hide.
I guess you see Gigi studying him like suspiciously. It's like from her like look, you can tell she's like not 100% convinced. Like
Yeah, your companions would know you well enough to know when Gigi is like,
Yeah.
I don't know about this.
I guess I directly ask him, it's like, you're still hiding something. There has to be something more to this.
These are all the doors. There are no more doors.
Or anything else significant about this pit. Like, why are you even living in the pit?
But what do you mean? Because it's our home.
such a terrible choice of home.
Rude? Do I come to your home and say that? Don't kill me. I'm sorry.
But like, it's dark, it's foggy, it's dangerous. Why would you?
Because we like it
maybe
here.
you grew up here, but
it fits our needs. It's where we live.
You probably hate gardens, don't you? You hate plants. You hate all gardens. Everything beautiful. You hate it all.
Giovanni is convinced that he personally will burn down the gardens.
You were planning to invade Sandpoint and burn down my gardens, weren't you? Admit it.
He personally. If I admit it, will you let me go?
No, then I will kill you.
Then no.
Alright, then I'll not kill you.
See, the thing is, I don't have anything against you directly. But if we don't kill you, you'll just go running to whoever else is down here or alert Ripnugget, won't you?
Maybe.
That was the wrong answer, my friend.
That was,
Cruncher, do you like snacks, still walking? Or, prefer them already lying still?
He tilts his head like a dog trying to figure out the question.
No.
Would you like to eat this mean person?
He seems confused as like, is this food? It's still alive kind of thing.
Oh. I don't think he knows how to, tiptoes back to the others.
You can also see from all of the skeletons, none of them are from a humanoid. It's beasts. It doesn't look necessarily that it might be eating humanoids.
I would assume it doesn't eat humanoids. Yeah. Can you figure out what Hodak you said was the creature, right?
Hodak,
what their diet might be?
Definitely meat, but you can give me a roll to have more specifically, because you can see from their claws and tooth, they're very hunting oriented, but yes, that is going to be Arcana or nature.
If you give me the choice for Arcana, I'll always use that.
Yeah, it's the recall knowledge in them. You're fairly certain it's meat, probably just animals and beasts. It doesn't seem like they're very familiar with eating sentient beings too much.
Yeah.
Are really that different?
It's the difference between eating a chicken and you. So yes.
Just say
I guess
technical.
it's itself also being a sentient being, it does make sense, right?
Exactly. Okay.
So I
okay.
just asked the party of what do we do with him? Not even addressing him.
Yeah.
Him? Is it a guy?
It's a him.
Well, he's not going to be a Cruncher snack, but I mean, if you're just going to go to Ripnugget, that's bad. Don't want him to be alarmed about us.
So, do we have any final questions?
I mean, do you have any final words?
What if I don't go to Ripnugget?
Will you
How
not
would you
go to
guarantee that?
Ripnugget?
We're kind of beyond that point. Any final questions? I
No.
don't even look at him anymore. It's just, yeah.
I have no more questions.
No questions from me.
All right. Then, well, do you want to be here for this, or I'd look at the party?
No, I'm just taking a couple steps and, talk a bit to Cruncher.
I don't think any of us mind, given that we already murdered his friends anyway, so...
Yeah, but this is kind of different because
Yeah.
he's tied
There's a
down.
difference between-
This is like an execution rather than
It is.
a fight.
Yes.
It is,
There's
I
this
know.
big difference between fighting and knowing someone's going to die and between execution.
Yeah.
Though
What?
you
No.
did give them multiple chances and they were stubborn on, I'm going to keep following Ripnugget. So you would know, at least you have some good conscience here. He is not going to be innocent if you let him go. Nor was he innocent so far.
I mean, he said so
Right.
himself.
Yeah.
Then he realized he fucked up and tried to go back on it. So he's like, well...
Exactly.
Yeah,
okay.
it was just because we said we'd kill him otherwise, but that was his fear, I guess.
Hmm?
Gigi would probably turn around and take a few steps back of you already made the wrong choice, and people like you, it's why it's so hard for us other goblins. With like a sigh and walks away.
I'm actually gonna ask from Jiji. This whole situation, like at first, you kind of prepared and immediately attacked, but in the end, like, it kind of proved to you why people still have stigma about goblins. How does that make Jiji feel?
Frustrated. It's like she just said, it's like she would want a better life for all of goblins, but so many of them just don't want to see it, kind of, and it feels like they're actively working against it, or they're like not seeing it, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's hard, right? It's like when you spend every day like fighting against those stigmas, and other people just go around and it's like, I don't care. It's like,
and Jiji would know that most of the people in Sandpoint are kind of like no longer with an issue, though there are some people who still have some stigmas about goblins. So she would know that.
There are still some people, but there would be that it's hard to like ever be rid of all stigmas, right?
Absolutely.
That's like a very like perfect world idea, but like it doesn't help when people like Ripnugget or these goblins then actively go and try to harm Sandpoint.
Yeah. Anything from Giovanni? Is Giovanni sticking around?
Oh yeah, Giovanni is staying close to grow a beautiful rose bush out of his corpse as soon as he's dead, so he will turn into something beautiful in death, and Giovanni doesn't have to feel bad.
It's not long. It's not difficult. He was already on 1 HP. You take him out quickly.
I'll tell him before I kill him that Ripnugget will be right behind him.
The last thing you do get to hear from him as you take the life out, you already failed. And he dies.
Wow, what a sore loser, man. When I die, I'm not gonna be like that.
When, not if.
I mean, everyone dies, so it's like, it's definitely a win.
I don't know if.
Who knows? Giovanni might become an immortal deity or something.
Lich?
A lich. Do the test. Become a god.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, how far is Absalom from Sandpoint?
Oh, quite far. Okay. I can find you the map later, but it's quite far. And I can guarantee you that level 5 characters will never become gods.
Oh, well.
It's not going to happen. The only humanoids who did that were like level 20s plus.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Could I roll another sense motive for like his last sentence?
I
just like, was there anything we missed?
I will let you know that he specifically whispered it to Tippler as he stabbed him. So only if Tippler tells you, then you can try to like figure. It's not really easy because you would not hear it. It's specifically Giovanni and Tippler. Because anyone who was next to him.
If they say it or either figure it out, then otherwise I won't know about it.
All right. Where do we go from here?
You can always search the chamber, which you did not do. Like, you didn't search into the general to see if you missed something other than the information he gave you. Right? Like, all you have at the moment is
double check, basically.
Mm-hmm. Nothing comes to mind. It's... Like, he pointed out the obvious. The only thing that you can actually think about was like, oh, there was that one door that I found that he didn't. And then there was the chambers that he said, the spider room, or like the web room, which kind of sounds like it, the training room, and the room with the insane infecting goblins.
I guess to Tippler's question of like what we do now, I'd say I'd love to investigate that like secret door, I guess, that he denied was existing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
This is also the first the party is hearing of it because I didn't point it out when we first went to the room.
Wait, what secret door? You didn't make it up? I thought it was your tactic to confuse the goblin into admitting something.
Great tactic.
No, I'm pretty sure there was like a sliver of light in the first room, but with the trap and everything and the voices we heard, we had to clear this first. But I'll point it out, come.
You go back to the trap room where Jiji saw the secret door behind one of the spiders. You do know exactly where not to step, though I do think actually you already disabled the main trap, and you know exactly where not to step to activate the rest.
Is Sappho joining us? Because she's still in the other room? Like, tell Cruncher will come back for him or bring him food. It's like, come, Sappho.
Wait, I'll come back. I come with you. Yes. Just do we have any kind of things on us that we could?
They have some rations.
There's some dried meat and rations.
I have some that I could give you, but I think each of us should have some.
I have not.
I guess before we fully leave the room, then I'd take a step back and give Sappho some of my rations.
Yeah.
Thank you, and I'll just...
Or, like, I guess Cruncher directly, but...
Yes.
So I guess I give him 4 rations?
Yeah. You definitely see it helps him. I'm also going to say you can see mostly that all of these effects are mostly natural effects. It's just from neglect. You believe that with proper care, or if just went to his own wild, he can go back to himself. But here specifically was a bad place for him.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a way to get out.
I would definitely give him some food, because if he like goes back to the wild like this, it might be hard for him to like hunt or like defend himself, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't like the bread in it so much, or like whatever other dried things are in there, but
the dried fruit he doesn't touch, but the bread and the meat, it seems like he is eating.
Okay. Let's at least give him some energy back, and...
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's go investigating then.
Yeah, and you go, all of you, to the trap room to find the trap door that Jiji has been talking about.
I would just make sure that we don't walk into the space.
We disabled it.
Be fully disabled.
I took out the gems. I guess if you don't trust Gigi's crafting skills, then you should be careful.
Yeah.
But like I looked at it and the mechanism, and I was pretty sure that like taking out the gems will completely disable it.
I trust Gigi's crafting skills more than I trust everything else.
The Sandpoint Devil trap is fully disabled. Jiji knows that for sure. And you marked all of the other 4, so you know just to avoid them.
Is the sliver of light still there that I saw previously?
Yes, you can still see it.
Yes. So like it didn't move or change?
No. You can see exactly behind the spider what parts in the wall are actually a door. Do you slide it open?
I look at Tipp or Giovanni. Want to do me the honors?
You go in that, Tipp. No, I push Tipp forward. I'm right behind you.
Sure, as usual. I'll open it.
You got this.
The door opens, and you see sitting on a... What is the name of this tiny chair? Stool. Sitting on a stool. A goblin with many types of bones, teeth combined in his armor, doing a spin on the stool as he says, "Welcome! I have been waiting for you. Please, come in."
What the hell?
That does not make me want to go in.
No, I love him already.
Does he say that in
Charge
common?
him, Tipp.
Yes.
Get the hammer out.
He does.
Charge him. Get the hammer out. He wants to destroy the gardens.
What gardens?
He didn't say that yet.
You don't want to destroy the gardens?
I'm inviting you.
Okay.
What gardens?
Let's talk.
I don't use gardens.
Okay.
I will take a few steps in, see if there's anything or anyone else in here.
In the chamber, you can see on the desk that he was working on, there are multiple, probably dead animals. It seems like there are a collection of just dead creatures, rats, spiders, some bones, some pincers, a bat's head. But you do see in the chamber kind of like a bear-looking creature lying down on some fabrics as if it's a bed. And is raising the head towards you, sniffing twice and putting the head back down as he goes back to sleep.
Bear. Okay.
It's not exactly, it looks like a bear, but it's kind of like not, it's not exactly a bear. It has like a long tail.
And to me, it looks also smaller than a regular bear.
Yeah, it's a medium-sized creature. So if a regular bear would be a large one, this is smaller.
Okay. Well,
Could we know your name, sir?
Yes, I am Tunch. And this is Sausage, and he points at the bear.
of course it is. Yes.
Hello, sausage.
And why exactly have you been waiting for us?
Well, you made noise, so I knew you were coming. I have a mission for you, adventurers. You're not from here, clearly. And then he looks at Jiji. Are you from here? Can you show me your teeth?
I'm not from here, but what do my teeth have to do with that?
Oh, if you're not from the clan, you're not from the clan. That's fine. You do see when you look at him, he has many holes in his teeth. Like through his teeth, not like missing teeth. Through his teeth.
As like in a regular, intentional way.
Yeah, clearly. Like it's very, very circular. It's clearly intentional.
Mm-hmm. Did the others also have that? I wouldn't leave now to check, basically, but if I remember it on the spot...
I will also add that not only do you remember it, that was how the hunter summoned Cruncher. He whistled perfectly without a whistle.
Okay, good to know.
Oh boy. So...
Tunch.
Your...
Mission?
Yeah, what is your mission?
My mission? For you? Yes, I have a mission for you.
Okay.
See, you are adventurers. You have stuff. You can do things, right?
Just a quick
We definitely
question
have
before
stuff.
you continue. We just killed 8 of your friends of probably your clan in the other room. Do you mind?
Wait, are you saying that out loud, Giovanni?
Yeah?
Why would you say that? He maybe doesn't know. He could have given us so many secrets or things. And
Oh, sorry, I'm not as good in social situations sometimes.
To that he responds, well, if they died, they died.
That's right. I like you. Okay, please continue.
Well, there's a big problem happening here. A big problem. See, there's a witch. We have a witch. I want you to kill the witch.
And you don't mean Ripnugget?
Ripnugget? What? No, Ripnugget is meaningless. The witch is scary.
Oh.
The others seem pretty afraid of Ripnugget.
Huh. Scared of cats. Ripnugget is fine. Ripnugget is not a problem. He's just walking here, I guess. But the witch is the problem. The witch is taking over the minds of the other goblins here. This is the problem.
Oh.
She drives them crazy.
Oh, wait, are these the insanity that they said something about?
Yes. That.
Okay. So there's a witch?
Yes.
What kind of witch? Does she have maybe a color scheme? Does she do something specific,
Is she a goblin like you or us, or...?
Yes. She is a goblin like you or us or me. More like you. You seem more witchy, but you don't seem scary now.
I hopefully don't drive people insane, so no.
She takes over the minds of people. She took over the minds of some of the people in our tribe and locked herself up in a chamber with them. She needs to go.
That sounds...
Is she still in that chamber?
Yes. I mean, I didn't go to check, but I think so.
Wait, the other little guy told us that, I believe Ripnugget said that they should just ignore them, and this is apparently according to the will of Ripnugget. Anything to say about that?
I don't work for Ripnugget.
Oh, that's very good to hear. Who do you work for?
Me!
Nice.
I am, and he shows you the table behind him, a master taxidermist. I am my own boss.
Very nice.
Okay. Did you make the spiders outside?
There was a special request, yes.
What do you like about taxidermy? Is it your passion or...
I am so glad you asked. He jumps on the chair he was sitting on, crouching on it, and holds himself to rock himself on the chair but not fall. It's just, it looks so alive, you know? And sometimes it looks even more alive. But you know, if you really want, do you really want to know my deepest wish? What I really want to do?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
I want a taxidermy that moves on its own. Imagine you go into a room just like that one that you were in before, and then you look at something and you think, oh, it's just a taxidermy, but then that taxidermy moves.
So you want to be a
Brilliant.
necromancer?
What? No, it's not coming back to life. No. It's still it's a statue. It's a taxidermy. No souls have been risked during the process. This is fully, purely mechanical.
We actually met something like that not long ago. But it was made of rock. It was a statue, not a taxidermy. But it's pretty interesting, though, I gotta say.
So just a very convincing exhibition.
Tell me more.
Yeah, so it's like these 5,000-year-old rune lord dudes who had like a shrine and a statue in that shrine. And then when we walked in, the statue came alive and attacked us.
Pretty sure that was magical though, and not like mechanical.
No, I don't. We don't use magic here for these things. And he like waves it off as if it's like ridiculous to him even to think about it. It has to be automated, but not with magic. Magic is kind of cheating to make it automated, you know?
Damn, yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah, makes sense.
You want to take the science path, not the magical path. Magic is kind of like cheating anyway.
Sure. Yes. Anyway, we'll kill the witch.
So, just a quick question. How come you are here behind your hidden wall here? And where does that path over there lead? Do you have like any other exits out of here?
Oh yeah. There is. And he points like to where you came from. There's a door right here. There's another hidden door all the way up if I need a different door to run away from. And you want to see something funny?
Yeah.
And he walks to like the southern wall. And you can see there's like a tiny, tiny hole there. And he's like, you can't go through here, but if you're interested...
It's not that bathroom, right? You're not like a creep or something.
Oh, no. Their bathroom is deeper and I can't see that.
Okay. Then I
don't want
peek.
to. Yeah. And he moves backwards and lets you like have a peek through this tiny, tiny hole. Give me a perception roll. You look through the hole and it's completely dark. You listen through it, it's completely silent. You don't see anything. There's something there, like there's something in the other side, but it seems empty.
I can't see shit here, man. And I have dark vision, like I'm supposed to see.
That's not matter.
Okay, fair. Do you know how do you actually get there?
What are they?
I have no idea.
Anyway, so about that witch, tell us more.
Well, she is a problem. She doesn't really work, as far as I know, with Ripnugget, because Ripnugget is just, he's here. He's just doing his thing. He doesn't bother me. He is so small and significant.
Wait. What? Hold on. What is his thing?
I don't know. He just comes here and does stuff, but I stay in my hidden room, so he will not find me. Or she will not find me. That's worse.
So you've been hiding from both of them?
Yeah.
I mean, that's smart.
Isn't it brilliant, though? None of them know I'm here. And I can keep working.
Yeah, that's great stuff.
Because, the moment one of them see me, she's going to try to take over my mind, and I want to do the taxidermy, and he's going to tell me to do things, and I want to do the taxidermy.
I totally respect that, man. You're an entrepreneur. Like, don't let anyone tell you what to do, man.
Same.
I am my own boss for a full month now, and I have been so happy.
Hell yeah. Oh, like a month ago you were still working for someone? Or...
Yeah, the previous leader.
Oh, the guy in the chair?
Yeah. We called him Curtin.
Well, you don't anymore.
Nope. So, the witch. She is holding up in... Well, last time I checked, it was this further away area in the cave that is all the way to the north and the east from us. She has some people hostage because they are insane and they think they are following her.
Maybe they're in love with her and are following her because of that.
Ew. Sorry, I know how she looks like. You don't.
Okay, but sometimes there's inner beauty.
No.
I mean, the way the others made it sounded like they were pretty insane. If like the other goblins are afraid of like becoming insane by even going there, you know.
I mean, that was a command from Ripnugget, so they had to listen to it. I don't know if they actually cared, but she will take over the minds of you. Maybe not all of you, but you and like Gigi, you might be in trouble because so far only goblins have been coming insane when they go there. Not that anything else has been here to check that, but you know, science.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that was someone else about a goblin here, but I guess he answered that already.
So here's my deal. You kill the witch, and I will give you the most detailed map of the whole place I can.
That doesn't seem too bad.
Good deal.
Of a deal, you know.
And that includes the places that other people don't know about, like this place.
So, how do we know you have a map like this?
Oh, I can draw one.
Yeah, but how do we know?
How do we know you know?
All of
Exactly.
it to put on it.
How about you draw like 3/4 of the map now, and the last quarter when we're done with it?
I mean, already this secret room seems to have kept them safe so far, so I'm inclined to trust them.
The lady knows what she's speaking about. I'm a man of my word and my work.
But we don't know if he actually knows all the rooms.
Maybe he only knows
he doesn't
this
know
room.
all the rooms, and he thinks he knows.
Yeah, but
all
he
the
already
rooms.
knows this secret room, which the other goblin didn't know about. So that's already
that's one room
he's just
more
been
than
hiding
the other
in here for a
goblins.
month. Like, he hasn't been getting
No.
around.
We will probably still have to go into the room where the insane people are. So, you know, we can do the whole...
even already this information that apparently there's a witch that's controlling them.
Hey, how
is
about you
very
make us a
valuable,
taxidermy of
you
the
know?
witch
Yes.
once we kill her?
Ooh.
On second thought, I don't think I actually want that.
Aw.
Kind of a mummy?
I give Giovanni a look like,
Yeah.
what the fuck,
His
man?
head.
Like, why?
Giovanni has become very bloodthirsty ever since his gardens have become
Yeah.
threatened. Like,
Tunch is kind of like lowering his head. Fine.
No, anyway, we're probably killing this witch anyways, right?
no, Giovanni was joking. Like, please don't.
So where
Stick
would
to
we
your
even
cool
find
animal
the witch?
taxidermies.
Well, I said if you go to the northeastern door, there is... You know what? How about I show you the map to see where to get to the witch, and that will be the beginning. And then when you come back with the witch's head, or, you know, at least she's dead, I don't really need her head for anything. But when you come back after she's dead, I can give you the rest of the map.
And your bear.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we saw the door in the big room, right?
Do you think there's a single door that leads to the single room? No, we have more chambers here.
Well, then I'd love to see a map.
Okay. I'm going to draw you a map of how to get to the witch, and you must do exactly as I say.
One more question
Yes.
quickly. When you said you would draw us a map of this place, did you mean the entire pit or just this floor?
I don't know the entire pit. I can tell you this floor.
Well, this just got a lot worse.
But the pit is deep.
Less worth. Yeah.
We don't go there.
Do you know how deep?
To die deep. We don't go there. We gotta die.
Why would you die if you go deeper?
Because it's haunted with monsters and ghouls and creatures and everything you can have in your nightmares. It's quite terrible.
Is that why Ripnugget is here?
Maybe.
It might be.
Now that I think about it, it would make sense.
Something stirring or changing.
I don't know why he came here, but I do know he didn't like the previous leader and just burned him. And that's about it. He took some people. They started following him. The witch came in, opposing Ripnugget. She became a bigger problem because she takes over the minds of people. And that's about it. I don't know what he's doing. I'm working on my... And he looks back to his table. Masterpiece. I will find a better word for a masterpiece. It's more than a masterpiece.
Magnus Opum?
Yes.
He's great.
Magnum opus.
Exactly that.
Perfect.
Also, I'd be curious, just by looking at Sausage, I believe it was the name, is he being taken better care of than Cruncher?
You can give me a perception roll to see if you have any like insight to that.
Love to.
That's a good question.
It seems like Sausage is being taken care of very well. Perhaps even a bit too well.
Who doesn't spoil their pet?
Considering Tunch's job.
Oh no. Oh no. Sausage, come with us. Come with us.
But I don't see the
this
problem.
guy.
I like this guy. He's cool. He's also taking care of his pet. That shows good character.
If his pet actually gets to live out his life.
Yes. The vibe that Jiji gets is like, Sausage is having a great life so far. I hope it continues.
And doesn't turn into a taxidermy.
Exactly.
Unsure what to think of that. Anyway, about that map.
Yes. So, I'll show you a map to how to get to the witch, and I'm gonna ask you to make sure to follow some of the steps that I tell you, because boy, did I see some people doing dumb things and going insane because they did not listen to me. I tried to ask one of the other goblins to kill the witch before, and he now became one of her followers.
Okay.
Yeah, that was dumb.
We will try to avoid that.
He's gonna take out a piece of leather and like a drawing tool, and his map leads all the way to a secondary chamber, and then he says there's a door. Behind the door you will find the witch. So you have all the like route to how to get there.
What does the room look like that the witch is in? I ask him.
The witch took a small chamber that used to be just a regular praying area and started praying for some insane devil. It just looks like a praying room, but she kind of took over it.
How big is it?
Oh, it's very small. Maybe, I don't know, 50 feet on 30 feet? It's not massive.
Okay, but still sizable. It's not like... Yeah, okay. Bigger than this chamber, at least.
Yes. No, actually, my chamber is a lot bigger. My room is, maybe not, actually. Now that I think about it, my room is smaller.
I measure...
Anything else we should know about the room?
Well, there's the guards on the way that she took over the mind of, and they will try to protect her.
Yeah, we'll take care of it, but what about the room of the witch?
I don't think the room itself is the problem. Well, I think the problem is just hers. Or like her being there.
So no more traps that target anyone but like goblins?
If you do stray from the path and you go to a room that is full with food, don't eat the food.
Okay.
Why?
There's like a storage room where we store food in, but I'm fairly certain a while ago some of the goblins said they're gonna play a prank on some other goblins and poisoned some of the food, and none of us wrote down which one it was.
Okay, so we don't eat the food.
Don't eat the food.
Okay.
And don't believe the witch. She is cunning. That's it.
When you say don't believe her, what would she tell us?
I don't know how she does her mind tricks. Maybe she will tell you she's your closest friends or long lost father. She could say anything.
I mean, I very much suppose Tunch hasn't encountered her, otherwise he wouldn't be so sane. Right?
Oh, I've seen her from afar, and I do not go near.
Which is probably a wise decision.
Yes, I am a wise goblin. Do you have any more questions about the witch?
Does she cast spells or anything?
Oh, of course. She's a witch.
Like what kind? You know?
I don't know. I haven't been near to the witch. But she casts spells. That's how she takes the minds over people.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I guess I look at the party. It's like, are we ready?
Yep.
Sure.
Good.
Let's go kill a witch.
As ready as we'll ever be.
I'll be here when you're back.
And I guess
to give you the other
not to Tunch. It was like, your door was, I think, so ever so slightly askew when we came in. That's why we noticed it. So just be careful, you know?
That was on purpose.
Okay.
But once I heard the trap going off in the other room, I realized someone is here who doesn't know about the trap. So I thought, maybe it's someone who's going to be relevant. And then I heard all of the noise. I was like, I'm positive it's relevant. So I kept my door kind of slightly open so you can see it and come in. It's only for the wise people who are able to notice the very, very hidden things. And like, so it looks really proud of himself.
Just making sure you're safe from Ripnugget. And I smile. It's like, you can be proud of that one.
Oh.
As I guess we leave and close the door behind us?
Yes, close the door behind you. I will be safe from Ripnugget.
Yes.
I guess I look at the party as like, so we said we want to kill the witch? Tippler didn't seem so convinced. We could also go to the lower floors first? I don't know.
I don't want a witch coming into our backs when we go further down and we might be,
Also
weakened.
True.
Well, and maybe she knows something about Ripnugget.
Yeah.
True.
She knows what Ripnugget's deal is.
So where do you go?
I guess towards the witch.
Which?
On the way to the witch's chamber, you see Tipp stopping for a moment. He looks towards Cruncher's lair. And he takes a deep breath as you see him sort of coming to a realization. And he says, I'm really worried about him. I'm not sure if he's going to make it. He's really injured and sick, and I would hate if something were to happen to him.
True.
I really think I should get him out of this place first. But I think you'll be fine. You can take care of the witch. And I'll see you back in Sandpoint when you're back, yeah? I just have to do this. And before anyone can respond, he's already running towards Cruncher. He would then give him some food to show him, yeah, he's still friendly and he wants to help him. And then gestures towards the exit. And he would lead him to Sandpoint, to his home in the forest. And make a little, or a big, because Cruncher is big, a big bed of moss for him outside in the garden. Where he would try to get him back to good health again.
Right?
Okay. Since they'd said that it might be, not that super far away, Sappho will always keep already, an anthem at the near ready, because is concerned about her friends.
I guess I'd also draw my dagger as usual.
Perfect.
Let's go.
You open the first door.
Yes.
Which does matches his map that he gave to you. There is a door that goes to the east-south, and there's a door that goes to the north, and he said the door to the north is the one you're looking for.
Let's be stealthy.
Okay.
Just the tippy toes.
There should be another door.
Yes, he said that in front of her door is going to be the guards, but she is behind the door in the back of the chamber. If you're trying to use stealth here, you're kind of expecting combat on the other side. What we can do is for you to roll stealth as your initiative. And if you roll higher than whoever you roll higher from, if you keep sneaking, which is like a single action but it's half speed, they will be off guard to you as long as you're still hidden.
Can we open a door while sneaking?
So essentially, I don't think you get the bonus necessarily, but it does mean it's gonna have different. Like, it's depending on where you are. If you're hiding behind something, it's gonna be harder to see you or find you or know that you're there. But for example, Giovanni, will probably have a very hard time sneaking because he's opening the door, and it's very clear.
I don't mind. Do we all have to roll stealth for like?
Yeah, essentially, it doesn't have to be all of you. So if one of you chooses to stealth and for initiative, for example, if Jiji would try to hide behind a piece of a stone so she would not be immediately obvious, She might be able to hide for long enough to have some advantage for someone not knowing she is there. But it's also relevant on where you are in initiatives, because if they still roll above you, it will still not be effective for anyone who rolled above you. In that case, you can all give me either perception or stealth, because you do know that you're going to open the door and join combat. And depending on your stealth, it also might be relevant if they know you are coming or not.
I am using stealth because it's definitely higher.
Which is better for initiative for you, basically. And those are open, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be open.
Oh, I don't like that. So I will use no hero point to reroll the 5 on my initiative roll. Oh, I turned it into a 4. God damn it.
What's the higher one?
16 is the high one.
16.
Hero points, we keep
That
the higher
happens.
one, so it's gonna go back to 16. So, you sneak up, you prepare. Giovanni opens the door.
Yes, I do.
What you see in that chamber are about 5 or 6 goblins that were already standing and waiting, as they did hear some of you. It does mean that some of you have advantage for that, depending on the roles that they do, but their passive noticing had clocked at least half of you.
Rude.
They are immediately prepared for action. No words, lifting their blades. But we're gonna have this combat in our next session, as you meet the witch's guards.
Then I'll have a new hero point and I can reroll my initiative again. No, just kidding. No.
Infinite.
Alright, that's 6
goblin.
very angry goblins around a fireplace.
Yeah. And at the moment, no witch in the chamber.
It happens.
Well, we'll find her next session then.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But she could come stepping out, so.
But yeah. From one goblin fight to another goblin meeting to another goblin fight.
It's just a hangout.
This place is very diverse. Yeah. Also mostly hostile.
Also mostly hostile, but
All right. We'll see everything at
Yep.
the next time.
we'll see next.
Thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much for guiding us through and not letting Cruncher die.
Oh, that was you. That wasn't me.
My baby.
I had 0 hand in that.
Oh yeah, I tried my best to kill Cruncher last session, but it just wasn't meant to be, so... yeah. Yeah, exactly. No.
This time you tried your best to heal him. You know, motives can
Poor
change.
Cruncher, man. He deserved better. I mean, he does deserve better. He still has time to live.
Yeah.
And
He already got an offer from Tippler to go live in his backyard.
Yeah? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fully counting on that.
maybe he can become like your steed and you ride him into battle or something.
Nah.
I thought you said you don't want him in battle because you're gonna get the guard.
No, I don't want him in battle.
Yeah, that's good.
No, I just want him,
Exactly.
I'll keep him as natural as possible.
Fair enough.
You just want to give him a peaceful life.
Exactly.
And Tippler is never in the threat of being eaten by our dear Cruncher because A, he seems to not like sentient creatures. B, he's not going to the mushrooms.
Alright.
Exactly.
On that note, thank you for listening,
Anyway.
everyone, and thank you for playing.
On that
Have a good
note.
one, and
Thanks.
bye-bye.
Bye.
See y'all
See you
next
all
time.
next time.
Bye-bye.
Red Sun Rising is made by Of Dice and Dinner, produced under the Paizo Incorporated Community Use Policy. Red Sun Rising uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's fan content policy at paizo.com/licenses/fan content. Red Sun Rising is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Original characters and content are the property of Dice and Dinner. Our podcast intro-outro theme is made by Frieda, Melando, and Shachar Bieber. Of Dice and Dinner is happy to be in touch, and our email is the best way to do so. That's ofdiceanddinnerpodcast@gmail.com.